Good evening. Is it finally the end of the road for the most popular cricket captain turned political leader in Pakistan? Former Prime Minister of Pakistan Imran Khan and his wife Bushra Bibi have been sentenced to 17 years in jail each by a special court in the Tosha Khana corruption case, and it's 10 years of rigorous imprisonment each under Section 409, that's criminal breach of trust of the Pakistan Penal Code, and another 7 years under different sections of the Prevention of Corruption Act. The big question: has Pakistan's Field Marshal Asim Munir caught bold Imran Khan out?
A Bulgari gift that sunk Imran's hopes. "17 years in prison for Imran and his wife." Forget bail, there's more jail time in store for Imran. Is more torture in the fate of the former Prime Minister? Is the game over for Imran Khan? That's the top focus on India Today.
So Pakistan's former Prime Minister Imran Khan and his wife Bushra Begum have been sentenced to 17 years rigorous imprisonment in the Tosha Khana case. The case was filed in July 2024 and was based on allegations that valuable items, including expensive watches, gold and diamond jewelry, were sold by Imran Khan and Bushra Begum, and these were gifts they received as the Prime Minister and the wife of the Prime Minister of Pakistan from foreign countries, including Saudi Arabia. They were to be deposited in the Tosha Khana, which is the state guest repository. The gifts in some instances were worth 7.5 crore Pakistani rupees. They were retained by the Khans for a mere 50 lakh Pakistani rupees. The Khans, of course, have termed these charges against them as malicious and fabricated.
Imran Khan's worst nightmare is back to haunt him. The Toshakhana 2 case verdict is out, and the jailed former Prime Minister, along with his wife Bushra Bibi, have been sentenced to 17 years of imprisonment each. A fine of 1 crore Pakistani rupees has also been imposed on the couple. Imran and his wife have been accused of selling expensive watches, diamond and gold jewelry sets received from Saudi Arabia without depositing them in the Toshakhana, which is the state government repository. The former Prime Minister has therefore been convicted of siphoning off $36 million in this fraud. The latest conviction is expected to further complicate Imran Khan's legal battle as he continues to face multiple cases linked to corruption and misuse of authority. Imran Khan's family has expressed their concerns over the threat to his life in Adiala jail. This verdict also comes at a time when Imran Khan's family has repeatedly alleged that Pakistan is being ruled by Asim Munir, a mentally unstable dictator.
आसिम मुनीर जो फील्ड मार्शल हैं, लोग जितने भी लोग हैं वो कहते हैं, जो हुकूमत वाले हैं वो कहते हैं जी हम बेबस हैं, वो करवा रहे हैं। अब हमें तो नहीं पता, जिम्मेदार तो सभी हैं, करवा रहे वो, लेकिन हुकूमत के लोग कहते हैं कि हमारी मजबूरी है, हमारे पास कोई इख्तियार नहीं और वो करवा रहे हैं। अब हम इसमें हमारा तो कोई नहीं है, हम तो फिर भी कहते हैं कि इमरान खान ने जैसे अदालतों में केस अपने चलवाए और झूठे जितने बेबुनियाद केसेस थे वो सब झूठे साबित हो गए। अब केसेस खत्म हो गए थे तो इन्होंने ये काम शुरू कर दिया।
As Pakistan continues to teeter on the brink of chaos, will this conviction of the talismanic former Prime Minister by what his family calls a kangaroo court push the country into all-out anarchy? Bureau Report, India Today.
But is this the end of the road for Imran Khan? Has Field Marshal Asim Munir finally fixed Imran Khan, discrediting the most popular former Prime Minister in the eyes of people of Pakistan? Or can Imran Khan still bounce back? Joining me are amongst the most authoritative voices on Pakistan in India, Ambassador Vivek Kaju, former Secretary in the Ministry of External Affairs, Lieutenant General K.J.S. Dhillon as former Director General of India's Defense Intelligence Agency, and Sushant Sareen is a senior fellow at the Observer Research Foundation. Jail Dhillon, has Field Marshal Asim Munir fixed Imran Khan? 17 years in jail for a 73-year-old former Prime Minister would mean the end of his political career and his party.
Good evening, Gaurav, and good evening to Mr. Karju and Mr. Sareen and your viewers. See, in Pakistan, the military has the ultimate authority, and it has always been so. If you go back into the history, even Pervez Musharraf thought he has the ultimate authority, and he indulged in things like killing of Nawab Akbar Khan Bugti, the prominent and famous Baluch leader, in 2006. He indulged in siege of Lal Masjid in 2007. He even was involved, as the people say, in the elimination and assassination of Benazir Bhutto in 2007.
Yes.
And what happened to him ultimately? Very in a disgraced manner, he had to be exiled from Pakistan. And someone new came in. And he even had Nawaz Sharif charged on the charges of corruption and then had him exiled. But what was the end of Pervez Musharraf?
Okay.
It is for all of us to know the history. And talking about Imran Khan and what the 17 years sentence to him and his wife, Imran Khan is not Nawaz Sharif. Imran Khan is a very popular leader in Pakistan. Every time I have gone abroad and interacted with Pakistanis, starting from the cab drivers right up to the intellectuals, one thing comes out loud and clear. Imran Khan is a popular leader and he has the ground spot.
Okay.
Unlike Nawaz Sharif, who was corrupt and who was disgraced, no one wanted him in the country and he had to be exiled. So Asim Munir, I think, has chewed more than he can actually digest.
Okay, so he's bitten more than he can chew. Ambassador Karju, any Prime Minister in Pakistan who tried to assert himself either ended up in jail, in exile, or ended up being killed. Is Imran Khan under Asim Munir in a similar precarious situation, perhaps like Zulfikar Ali Bhutto under Zia or Benazir with Musharraf? How do you view this 17-year sentence today?
Look, this is the sentence of the first court. We do not know how the appellate courts will view this sentence. My guess is that they will uphold the conviction, but they will reduce the period of sentence. That's my own assessment, because 17 years is extraordinarily wrong or extraordinarily high for this kind of an offense. Second point, as far as the people are concerned, I don't think this will dent Imran Khan's popularity such as it exists among large sections, not only in KP, but also in the Punjab, because Imran Khan did not do anything which other politicians had not done before him with regard to expensive gifts from foreign leaders, especially rulers of Gulf states. So that is a point which all of them will take. It's not that he's done something right, but this was common practice. This is quite unlike India. I've headed or I overlooked the Tosha Khana cell in the External Affairs Ministry, so I know about what the Indian situation is, but that's a separate issue. I guess I can only add that I guess there'll be similar rules in Pakistan too.
Okay.
Now, the third point, as long as Asim is there, he cannot afford to let Imran out. Next, I think Asim has the army under his control. He used the May 9th events very, very effectively. He purged the army, some say of about 80 officers of different ranks, including a corps commander, whose loyalty towards him was a little doubtful. So the army is with him. Now, the question before us should be just one. What can the Imran Khan from jail and PTI do to oppose the army? I don't see that they can do anything as yet.
That's a very interesting point you raised, sir.
I doubt. And my last point is that, of course, Zia finished Bhutto. So that was a different situation. After Zia, no army chief, while removing a civilian leader, has done away with him, like Zia did. So
But
therefore,
obliquely, the
uh,
manner in which Benazir Bhutto was assassinated in Musharraf's time, they
yes,
got
there
rid.
were. Well, you are right. That was extremely dubious, and I think the international view was, and I concur with that, that Musharraf had much to answer for that assassination. But a sitting prime minister, that is what sorry,
True.
a sitting leader or a leader who is as popular as this man is, I think it'll be difficult for him to finish him off like they did, like Zia did.
But that's a very
So
interesting point that you
my
raised, sir, and
last
let me
point,
bring
no,
in.
just one last sentence,
Go on, sir.
Gaurav, which is this: that there are no full stops in politics. So to predict the future is difficult, but certainly एक जैसे हिंदी में कहावत है कि एक मयान में दो तलवारें नहीं रह सकती। इस
Ji.
वक्त आसिम मुनीर हैं और ये जेली में रहेंगे। हाँ, अगर कुछ आसिम मुनीर को हो जाता है तो फिर क्या होगा, इसको कहना मुश्किल।
And perhaps that is exactly what Imran Khan and his supporters would be wishing, but I'll come to that in just a moment. Sushant Sareen, is Asim Munir moving to a plan? Anybody who opposes him is being sorted out. Apart from a co-commander, apart from 80 generals in the army and officers in the army, you've also had the case of Lieutenant General Faiz Hamid, former DG-ISI, for the first time in the history of Pakistan, an ex-ISI chief sentenced through a court-martial. Now Imran Khan in the Tosha Khana case, corruption punished or potential rivals fixed by Asim Munir.
Yeah, that's clearly what the game plan is. But let me just clarify one thing to you, Gaurav. This 17-year sentence comes on top of a 14-year sentence which Imran Khan is already serving.
True.
So if you add the two together, as they have said in Pakistan, this is now he's going to be in jail for the next, 30 odd years. Which means that he's 105, 106 by the time he comes out. But obviously, we don't know whether Pakistan lasts that long, whether Imran Khan will stay in prison that long. Probably things will turn before that, and I'll tell you the reason why. There is an immutable law of Pakistani politics, which is that when a regime, and this is only a regime, this is not a government, uh, when a regime appears to be at its strongest, that there is no opposition to it, all opposition is being snuffed out, it is being suppressed, repressed, all kinds of Asim law tactics are being used to destroy the opposition and completely demolish all dissent, which is what the Pakistani media is all about now. That is also the time when they are at their weakest, because that means something has to give. It cannot sustain. And I'll tell you what, you can already see signs of tensions emerging. How? Because all the tactics they've tried, you can hold on to power, but ultimately you have to run the state. On what basis do you run the state? You have to have an economy must have investment, it must have economic activity. Do you know that the assessment in Pakistan is that investment rate has fallen below is going to be around 12%. On a 12% investment, when all even Pakistanis are running away from Pakistan, and the going slogan in Pakistan says Zinda Bhag. It's not Pakistan Zindabad. It's Pakistan says Zinda Bhag.
True.
Everybody is running away from Pakistan. No investment is coming in. They are trying to rejig the whole system so that the army gets more money and everybody else is denied all resources so that the army can become more and more powerful. This is a classic Soviet model. It cannot work beyond a certain period of time. So there are emerging pressures. As Mr. Kaju said, now at what point of time and at what thing something bursts out,
Okay.
nobody, maybe if supposing Imran was to die in jail, who knows what happens? Nobody accepts this verdict. Because this verdict has come through kangaroo courts.
Yes.
I think Mr. Kaju is right. I don't know whether the appellate court will reduce the sentencing, but you can be rest assured the kind of judges they're scum of the earth who are judges right now in Pakistan. You think they are going to stand up to a miscarriage of justice? No way. So this sentence, Imran will stay in jail for the foreseeable future. If there was divine intervention and Asim Munir was to cop it, or he was to lose the support within the army, because there are capping sounds within the army, then yes, all bets are off. Imran will come back. This sentencing means nothing.
So
You
Imran
still
just has to survive in jail. He just has to live long enough in jail to come back to power. But General Dhillon, as of now, there is no one to challenge the supremacy of Asim Munir in Pakistan. Commentators say this is an open and shut corruption case against Imran Khan that Bulgari said worth 7.5 crore rupees. Imran Khan and Bushra Bibi acquired it from the Tosha Khana in under 50 lakhs or about 50 lakhs Pakistani rupees. His own officers have given evidence against him. Does this silence Western critics of Asim Munir who may want to say release Imran Khan, but he'll say how? He's serving a corruption sentence.
Gaurav, 7.5 crore of Pakistani rupee is worth nothing. If you really look at the gravity of the sentence, international opinions are formed based on the gravity of the offense and the punishment given. So 7.5 CR of PKR is absolutely nothing given the PKR's value against dollar. And now coming to the question which you had asked earlier, what is the role of DGISI, former DGISI Faiz Hamid? See, there is a very big segment in Pakistan military which was looking at their progression and their promotion and right up to the Chief of Army Staff. Now that segment is now sidelined because they are not, no one is getting promoted till the time Asim Munir is there. And only people who are close to Asim Munir are getting promoted. This will bring in dissension within the rank and file of the military. And Faiz Hamid was once tipped to be the chief. So it's not that he doesn't have the following or he doesn't have the people who like him or who believe in him. So there is a serious problem within the military. And also, you know, I don't know if we have the time to discuss that, the Gaza Accord. When Pakistan military goes there, we have a history where Pakistan military has killed the Gazans.
Yes.
What will they do now?
Ziaul Haq did it as
Ziaul
a
Haq's
brigadier.
time. Yeah. So what will happen now? Will the Pakistani people accept that type of a thing from the Pakistani military, given that radicalization since Ziaul Haq's time to today has increased, I think, 1,000 times within Pakistan society?
So let me bring in Sushant Sareen to respond to this. That's a very pertinent point. Sushant Sareen, do you see protests happen in favor of Imran Khan or is party too fragmented and broken as of now? And do you think in case Donald Trump does put pressure on Asim Munir to send a peacekeeping force to Gaza to tackle terror in Gaza, the situation could change in Pakistan?
No, I think I'll answer to the negative in both. And I'll tell you the reason why. Look, one, I think I agree with Ambassador Kajju that the party has been beaten, bludgeoned into silence. And if they were to try and protest, they will be, you know, again, the brutality of the state will be unleashed on them. And the Pakistani state is pretty brutal. Let's make no mistake about it. On the Gaza issue, look, there is a lot of speculation on it. But has anybody asked the Israelis whether they will allow Pakistan to send troops to Gaza? If you ask the Israelis, I don't think they are going to let the Pakistanis enter Gaza.
They'd be horrified. I see no difference between Hamas and Pakistan army.
Exactly. And the reason the Pakistanis are a little shary of going to Gaza is because precisely of the reasons General Dhillon, just said that if they have to go out there and disarm the Hamas, then that is not going to be a very popular thing for the Pakistanis to do. And the Pakistan army is, yes, certainly a much more radicalized Islamized army today. So I don't think the Pakistanis want to go out there, and I don't see the Americans put pressure on them. Haven't you heard Marco Rubio, who was just very, very grateful to the Pakistanis because they offered to send their troops as peacekeeping forces to Gaza. So the Americans are sucking up to the Pakistanis big time. The reason for that could be many. None of them make any sense to me, but probably they do to the current regime in America. Who knows what sense it makes to them. But the fact of the matter remains, I don't see any major pressure come on the Pakistanis from America. And as far as Donald Trump and others are concerned, They are more interested in going and breaking international law in Venezuela and other parts of the world. And they don't care if somebody like an Asim Munir is running the show in Pakistan. He's, after all, Trump's favorite field
Field
marshal.
Marshal. So
So I
let me
don't
bring in
think
Ambassador Karju to respond to this. Ambassador Karju, do you see KPK, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, rise after the sentencing of Imran Khan and Bushra Begum, or will the protests remain confined just to ensuring Imran Khan stays alive in prison, or the family has rights to visit him every week? Because the protests so far have been rather muted, sir.
I expect the latter. I don't see the Pakistanis' public rise, even in KPK, in a manner that will be uncomfortable for the army. And I agree with Sushant that if the army needs to kill, it will kill. And the Pakistani public knows that. There's one other factor which we must recall. I should have mentioned it earlier. You see, the Pakistani people too know that there is a personal angle between Asim Munir and Imran Khan.
Yes.
Now, let us not forget that it is that Asim Munir was thrown out of the DGISI's job by Imran Khan precisely because he had told Imran Khan or warned Imran Khan against what
Bushra
he
Begum.
said were the corrupt practices that Bushra Bibi and her cronies were indulging in. You recall that in 2019, unless my memory serves me wrong, Asim Munir was ousted by Bajwa at Imran Khan's express desire.
Yes.
So Asim Munir has not forgotten it, and that personal element is remembered by the Pakistan people too. कि भाई ये दोनों में लड़ाई है, अब इन दोनों को in Pakistani politics, no quarter is given in these matters. So the people accept it. So I don't think that there will be a great upsurge. And my last point, let us never forget that at the end of the day, the Pakistan people have been indoctrinated to believe that India is the permanent enemy and that it is only the army which at the end of the day is the shield against India. So the army always takes advantage of it. And I don't see Asim Munir at the moment under any threat. Now, is he overreaching himself? That is a point that we've got to
As of now, like
answer.
all our guests maintain, Asim Munir remains the all-powerful monarch of Pakistan, undisputed. Anyways, it is said that the three A's that run Pakistan, America, Army and Allah, perhaps in the order where Army comes first, Army, America and Allah run Pakistan. Well, that's exactly what appears to be happening in Pakistan right now. End of the road for Imran Khan. Perhaps if he can outlast Asim Munir, he may have a chance of the next 30 years. Plus, he remains in jail. To all my guests, many thanks for joining me.